Hey folks, I'm Pastor Eric Tritton, and today I am here in the kitchen at Gloria Dei Lutheran Church. And I want to talk with you a little bit about Holy Week. It is the Wednesday of Holy Week when I'm recording this, and that means tomorrow is Maundy Thursday, April 1st. We'll have worship services at noon and at 7, and we will have the traditional stripping of the altar. After the 7 o'clock service, we'll take all of the decorations off of the altar to get ready for Good Friday, which is this Friday. Again, we'll have services at noon and at 7. On Saturday, we'll have our Easter egg hunt. It starts at 11 a.m., goes across a couple hours during the morning and afternoon. And then on Sunday we celebrate Jesus' resurrection with Easter Sunday. We'll have 4 communion services that day, starting at 7:15 a.m. and then 8:15, 9:30, and 10:45. And of course, we're asking people to sign up online just so that we can be prepared for the number of people that we hope will be here. Now, I could have sent all of that to you in an email. I actually am in here in the kitchen because I want to talk with you about a family tradition that happens every year in the Tritton household on the Saturday of Holy Week. And that is that we as a family make resurrection cookies. What are resurrection cookies? Well, I'm glad you asked. Resurrection cookies use ingredients and connect some symbolism, and we read some Bible passages in order to think a little bit more about the resurrection. This was something that we did particularly when our kids were little. My oldest is now 23 and will continue to still do this with us, and it's something that we look forward to every year. So you're going to need pecans, white vinegar, salt, some sugar, and some egg whites, and you're probably going to want a mixer and some other things. I've put the whole recipe and all of the description in on my blog site, and you can just download the whole thing and everything is printed there. But basically you go through step by step, and there are Bible passages that are connected to each part of the activity. And by the time you're done, you have kind of a meringue cookie. But let me give you an example. You start out with the pecans. You put the pecans in a bag, like with a zip top, and you beat them. And you read a Bible passage that talks about Jesus being flogged. And you just kind of bring those elements of the story to light. With the vinegar, you read a Bible passage about them giving Jesus wine with vinegar to drink. And all the way on through, there's symbolism that's connected to each of them. And kind of the thing that really points the whole thing toward Easter is when the cookies are completely put together. They're on a baking pan, and you've dolloped them out, and you've got these little white blobs all over the baking dish. You put them in the oven that you've preheated, and you close it. You turn off the oven. You seal the oven, just like they sealed the tomb. And then when you get up on Easter morning, you can unseal the oven and pull out the cookies, and the cookies will actually be hollow, as a kind of neat reminder that when the women got there on Easter morning, the tomb was empty because Jesus was risen from the dead. So, I mean, it's just another fun way to remember that tomb was empty, that Jesus is risen, and to remember what we're celebrating as we come together to remember Jesus' resurrection. So there are a couple places that you can get this recipe. Actually, if you just search Pinterest for resurrection cookies, you will find it. But mine, with all the Bible verses printed out in it, is www.lotrittons.blogspot.com. And it's in there under resurrection cookies. Or you could go to gloriadeihudson.org. That's the church's website. And you will find a list of recommended websites on the About page. And if you find Pastor's blog and click in there, you'll be able to find it in there. Also, I believe that there might be a link next to my bio, or in there somewhere. So if you look for my picture on there, somewhere in there, I think you'll find a link for my blog site, and you'll be able to find it on there. So, happy Easter. I hope that we'll see you over this Easter holiday, and if not, I hope that you have all the joy of Jesus' resurrection and all the confidence of the forgiveness of sins that he won for you through his death and the everlasting life he gives you in his resurrection.